The biggest thrill I got out of geocaching is it'll take me to a place you'd never go to before. There's no trails, there's no signs. Like I found waterfalls back in Funny Park that nobody's ever been to.
Whenever I need to leave it all behind, or feel the need to get away, I find a quiet place far from the human race, out in the country.
When Norm Delaney borrowed a GPS from his brother 8 years ago, he never imagined the adventures it would lead him on. He didn't know much about the unit at first, so he turned to the World Wide Web to know more.
So I went online to figure out how to use this thing even better. I came across this site called geocaching.mp4. So I went on that, and I thought, that's kind of cool what they do. They take these GPS handheld units, find the thing called a cache. It could be like a Tupperware in the woods. Inside them will be little trinkets you get at the dollar store. Mm-hmm. And that's the idea, is you look into the trinkets, and you think, well, if there's something that you want, you take it, but you put something back in, so the next person comes along, has the same options that you do, and you sign the logbook. Some geocaches could be a little canister, like a film canister, with the magnet taped to it, stuck in the back of a guardrail. That could be a geocache. And there's a lot of those around. In behind stop signs, there's geocaches. You find it by coordinates, and the trick is to go find it. It's a hike to go get it. It's kind of a thrill to find it. And when you do, you go through it, find a logbook, sign the logbook, and come home and go on the internet and log your find.
Beginning in 2000, geocaching is a fairly new hobby, but it has grown tremendously over the decade.
There's over 900,000 geocaches in the world, in almost any country. There's even some in Afghanistan. There's some in Iraq. I mean, I don't want to do those, but there are some there. Every time I go on vacation now, I do this. If I'm going to PEI, I'll load up all the geocaches in PEI. And while I'm vacationing, I'll go find a few.
On geocaching.com, anyone can be connected for free by signing up as a member. Once this is done, you can go on and see all available geocaches programmed in the website. If you'd like, you can even create a cache for others to find. Delaney has some advice when it comes to creating caches.
If you're going to place a cache somewhere, put it somewhere that other people will want to go. Like, don't put it in the back of a guardrail, the end of a street, or on a stop sign. Like, those are fun for what they are. I've seen so much scenery that people just don't get to see. But somebody had the insight to place a cache there so everybody can go and see it.
Geocaching is something that can be done alone or in a group. Delaney says if you're interested in the hobby, the best thing to do is buy a GPS and get started. For Stu Journalism, I'm Melissa Russwurm.